India. Yes, there is still road to cover up, but at the same time, it also indicates that Atmanirbhar Bharat or indigenous defense manufacturing, which has been a huge priority for India, is getting a big fillip with this induction happening. And in fact, Vishnu, there's yet another important update that we are getting, which is that this commissioning also marks the 100th warship designed by the Navy's in-house Warship Design Bureau. That's an important milestone as well.
Yeah, no, it is important, and let's have some images on the right-hand side of the ship itself, so that our viewers can actually get a lot more of that. It is an important day because these are our Indian Navy designers are a key part of ensuring that the Navy gets the ships that we want. This is all built to an Indian design, and I think that is absolutely critical. Because without that, again, you'd be into this out-and-out import type scenario, which is what we want to avoid. So yes, there are various foreign components, or licensed manufactured mostly in India, but the integration is Indian, the steel is Indian, several other components are Indian as well. And there's an expertise in integrating and putting this all together to that Indian design. I think what's also special is the fact that this ship, 7 of these ships are being built at Mazgaon docks and at Garden Reach. So some are being built in Garden Reach, in Kolkata, others are being built in Mazgaon docks. Now, one of the commanding officers told us, and we'll have that entire interview play out on Left, Right and Center at 10 p.m. tonight, is that if you went to Himgiri and you went to Udaygiri, they are absolutely identical. I mean, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference inside or outside. And the reason why this is significant is because the quality of manufacture is absolutely identical and is to that standard where you're able to replicate a design. Now, this is not putting together a car. There are millions of components over here, which is why the manufacture of these ships to a consistent standard, something which has been a problem in the past, not just here but elsewhere as well, is something which has been improved upon, has been worked on. So the names are different. There may be a couple of aesthetic differences which are different between the Udaygiri and the Himgiri, but otherwise the ships are absolutely identical, and that's what makes it important that shipyards separated by peninsular India are able to actually construct at the scale and with the precision that they actually do.
Indeed. And another very important aspect of the proceedings that are taking place today, the live induction that is happening right now, and on your screens what you are seeing is the exclusive access that NDTV had of these 2 frigates ahead of the live induction that is taking place right now. So as we've been saying, this is significant simply because this is historic. There are 2 frigates being commissioned simultaneously, and as Vishnu was pointing out, there's an entire protocol in place before they actually become INS Udaygiri and INS Himgiri, and that is likely to pan out over the course of time, and that is when they will be named INS. But right now they are Himgiri and Udaygiri, and one being manufactured out of MDL, Mazgaon Dock Shipbuilders, and the other identical but was constructed by Garden Reach Shipbuilders out of Kolkata. Now, Vishnu, when you talk about the significance of this, let's also understand in terms of what this signifies from a roadmap for the Indian Navy going forward. As you mentioned, it takes time for commissioning to happen, and that to 2 warships simultaneously. But this also comes at a time when there's a greater intent to not just modernize but also increase the pace of modernization for the Indian Navy as well. And I think that's extremely significant as well for our viewers to better understand what really is happening right now.
All right, well, in a little while from now, we are going to take a look, Gauri, and I'll come and answer your question at length in a while. But I think let's take a look at the ship itself. We have this exclusive report. These are India's newest frigates, two state-of-the-art warships, each displacing 6,700 tons, being commissioned simultaneously, an enormous boost in the firepower of the Indian Navy. This is in fact the first time that two major surface combatants from different Indian shipyards are being inducted into the fleet simultaneously, showcasing India's accelerating naval modernization and self-defense.
Earlier ships used to be built up from the hull upwards. This ship has been, it's a modular kind of a ship, like we really see in our, stuff which has been done everywhere. Nowadays the construction is very modular. This allows us to make the ship faster, and not just faster, smarter, because the different parts are made in different shipyards.
So the ship is being built in slices.
Built in slices, and they're brought together.
Amazing.
And so you can engage different MSMEs, you can engage different shipyards, you can engage different people. It gets done faster. Dry docks are the place where the ship is put and put up together. So you just get the modules together, and you just put in the dry dock, and tuck, everything comes together, and the ship is built up, and it's good to go.
These state-of-the-art warships, part of the Nilgiri class under Project 17A, are a generation leap over their predecessors. INS Udaygiri, built by Mazgaon Dock Shipbuilders Limited in Mumbai, marks a special milestone as the 100th ship designed by the Navy's Warship Design Bureau. INS Himgiri, the first of its class constructed by Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers in Kolkata, joins it in this historic dual commissioning. The names Udaygiri and Himgiri carry a proud legacy, harking back to the Indian Navy's Leander-class frigates commissioned between 1972 and 1981. These earlier ships, also named INS Udaygiri and INS Himgiri, were built under a collaboration with the United Kingdom and served until their decommissioning between 1996 and 2013. The original Udaygiri and Himgiri were workhorses of the fleet, playing key roles in maritime patrols and operations during their time. Their names now live on in these advanced successors. This is a question again to both of you. Which they were discussing with us before we began this. They had to join the forces in a sense. No, I'm joking. They wanted to because their parents were in the armed forces. You're what, fourth generation? Or
no, I'm the second generation.
Second generation, and you're
They're
fourth
both
generation.
second generation naval officers,
yeah.
and he's a fourth generation forces
4G.
officer.
Yeah. Tell us about that. I mean, it's this family tradition continuing, but it's clearly something you wanted to do. Your father was on a Leander class, right?
Yeah, both our fathers have been served on Leander class. My father was an engineer.
And the significance of Leander is obviously the names of the ships.
True,
I mean, there was an old Udaygiri, an old Himgiri, or old Taragiri,
right.
which in the past were Leander class ships, and now you've got this. And so your parents served on the old ships with the same names.
Even I served on the old ship. When I joined the Navy, I did my midshipman time on Dunagiri.
I see.
And that was my first ship, and which is the next ship to come out from the GRC anyways. I studied not too far from here in the Naval Children's School here. I was studying here. Visakhapatnam is the city of destiny in that sense for me. It is a deja vu. It's a feeling of deja vu. Earlier I used to come in as a son of the officer on board, and I would be pampered by young lieutenants there. Now I am pampering those young kids who are coming on board, trying to inspire them to join the Navy and show them what they are in for, and show them that the future is bright. in the Navy.
No, it's incredible. Commodore Sood, your father as well, the naval officer, and
Yeah, so
served on board Aliando.
so my father actually served for 2.5 years on board the old Udaygiri.
Oh, wow! So
I have the proud distinction of serving on board my father's ship itself,
Amazing,
as
amazing.
we have it in the army.
Is he going to be here for the commissioning? Or?
Yeah, he'll be there for the
wonderful.
commissioning.
Displacing 6,700 tons, these frigates are roughly 5% larger than the earlier Shivalik class, but feature a sleeker design with reduced radar cross-section for enhanced stealth. Powered by combined diesel or gas propulsion systems, they integrate diesel engines and gas turbines, driving what are called controllable pitch propellers managed by an integrated platform management system. Their formidable arsenal includes supersonic surface-to-surface missiles, the BrahMos, medium-range surface-to-air missiles, the Barak or MR-SAM, a 76mm main gun, and advanced anti-submarine warfare systems, making them versatile for multi-mission roles in the Indian Ocean and beyond. At the heart of the Project 17A frigates are its weapon systems, the RBU anti-submarine rockets, of which it's got 2 series of launchers over here on this flush deck. This is what a lot of people know everything about, it seems these days, the BrahMos missile itself. It fires 8 BrahMos missiles. These are launched from vertical silos that are over here, and right in front of me, all over here, you've got 16 surface-to-air missiles, and there are a further 16 surface-to-air missiles. These are called the MR-SAM, otherwise known as Barak 8. It's an Israeli design. The missiles themselves are being built now in India. This is absolutely critical as far as taking out enemy missiles is concerned, taking out enemy aircraft and other systems also. And right here, if you walk with me, you'll see the 76mm gun. This is an upgraded variant of a gun which we've seen in use in the Indian Navy for a while. It takes care of all sorts of threats. It can hit targets on the ground, it can hit targets in the air, ensure that the ship is protected from small threats such as enemy drones coming at it from the sea. The commissioning comes at a critical time as India strengthens its maritime presence to counter China's growing influence in the Indian Ocean, particularly through its string of pearls strategy involving ports like Gwadar in Pakistan and Hambantota in Sri Lanka. The Chinese also have their very first overseas military base in Djibouti in the Horn of Africa. These frigates will not only protect vital sea trade routes, but also project India's naval power from the Strait of Malacca to the African coast, reinforcing its role as a key player in Indo-Pacific maritime security. The construction of these frigates has bolstered India's defense ecosystem, involving over 200 micro, small and medium enterprises and supporting approximately 4,000 direct and 10,000 indirect jobs. Rigorous sea trials have validated their hull's machinery and systems, ensuring that they're ready for operational deployment. The event follows a string of indigenous platform commissions in 2025, including the destroyer Surat and the submarine Vakshir, underscoring India's push for self-reliance in defense. In fact, this is the golden period for the Indian Navy. Never has the force commissioned more warships into the fleet. This comes at a time when the Chinese Navy, the world's largest, continues to add new warships and submarines at a record pace. Between 2020 and 2025, India has commissioned 35 ships, an aircraft carrier, 4 destroyers, 7 frigates, 3 corvettes, 4 landing craft, 3 survey vessels, 2 patrol vessels, and 1 instrumentation ship. 7 submarines, including a ballistic missile submarine, and 6 diesel-electric submarines. That's a total of 42 platforms. With the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh commissioning these grey hulls at the Eastern Naval Command's INS Sirkar jetty, the ceremony will be more than a naval ritual. It's a celebration of India's journey towards a robust, self-sufficient maritime defence ecosystem.
The commissioning of 2 warships is fantastic for any navy. For India, it's particularly significant because the pace of naval shipbuilding has been a problem in the past. But now, with the commissioning of 2 warships of the Project 17 class on a single day, it is a red-letter day for the Indian Navy. New capabilities, more numbers as India's naval threats keep evolving. With Shivarur in Vishakhapatnam, Vishnu Shom for NDTV.
All right, Chief of Naval Staff Admiral Dinesh Tripathi is speaking right now. Let's listen in.
संदर्भ में हमारे लिए ये बहुत ही गौरव की बात है कि हिमगिरी और उदयगिरी भारतीय नौसेना के अपने वॉरशिप डिजाइन ब्यूरो द्वारा डिजाइन किए गए 100वें और 101वें शिप्स हैं और इनमें 75% से अधिक इंडिजिनस कंटेंट है। साथ ही इस प्रोजेक्ट में 200 से अधिक एमएसएमईज शामिल हुए हैं, जिससे कि लगभग 14,000 कर्मचारियों को रोजगार करने का अवसर प्राप्त हुआ। मुझे आशा है कि आप दोनों शिपयार्ड्स आगे भी एमएसएमईज और स्टार्टअप्स को और मौका देते रहेंगे। मैं जीआरएससी और एमडीएल की पूरी मैनेजमेंट, उनके सभी कर्मचारी, हमारे डिजाइनर्स, ओवरसियर्स और इंडस्ट्री पार्टनर्स को हार्दिक बधाई देता हूं, जिन्होंने अपनी उत्कृष्ट कारीगरी और अटूट समर्पण से इस अत्यंत शक्तिशाली वॉरशिप्स को तैनात किया है। इस अवसर पर मैं उदयगिरी और हिमगिरी के कमांडिंग ऑफिसर्स डेजिग्नेट और कमिश्निंग क्रू को भी हार्दिक बधाई देता हूं, जिन्होंने कमिश्निंग के इस महत्वपूर्ण माइलस्टोन को अचीव करने के लिए सभी स्टेक होल्डर्स के साथ कंधे से कंधा मिलाकर अटूट परिश्रम किया है। मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि आप सब अपनी मेहनत और कौशल से अपने शिप्स की विरासत को नए ऊंचाइयों तक ले जाएंगे और मैं कामना करता हूं कि मे उदयगिरी एंड हिमगिरी emerge victorious and remain invincible always and forever. मैं माननीय रक्षा मंत्री जी का एक बार फिर धन्यवाद करना चाहता हूं कि उन्होंने अपनी उपस्थिति से इस समारोह को सम्मानित किया। सर, मैं पूरी नौसेना की ओर से आपको और पूरे देश को आश्वस्त करना चाहता हूं कि इंडियन नेवी इज poised and prepared to safeguard national maritime interests anytime, anywhere, anyhow. Jai Hind, Shano Varun.
Today, the hearts of the profound commissioning crew, the shipbuilders, and the overseeing team are filled with a profound sense of achievement and satisfaction. They have witnessed the transformation of the 2 ships into resilient and combat-ready platforms fully
Chief of
prepared.
Naval Staff
for the
Admiral
production
Tripathi speaking
of
about
Indian
Indian naval power. On that note, viewers, a quick break. We return with this and lot other stories on the other side. Stay with us.
Hello, Moto.
Moto G96 5G. All eyes on you.
NDTV 24/7 is India's #1 English news channel on YouTube. Credible, compelling, always ahead of the curve. Thank you for choosing NDTV 24/7 as your trusted source for news.
Mohit, you are known for your music. All your films, musics stay with us till today. I'm a millennial and those music are kind of music. So whenever we say Mohit Suri film aa raha hai, we know the music will be good, right? It's a given. So you really work hard. But is this always like how you create your music? You need everything in place, the mood, the lighting, even when the person is in the studio and just singing. And also, how did you select your musicians that this person's voice is perfect for this song?
That's what I think, the amount you give to a song, that's how long it will last, I think. Everyone does the programming, everyone writes the words, everyone makes the thing. But the thing is how much you give, how much of heart you give to the lyrics or to the music or to the melody or to the singing. That's how long the song will last, is what I genuinely feel. If you don't give that love, you're not going to get it back. It's just a simple debit and credit procedure, I think, with the audience. I genuinely feel I don't have any special skill. I don't know any scale or anything else. It's just that I enjoy that process a lot. Give me an evening to just go for a film party or something, I'll skip it. But you give me like a struggling musician to go who has a great tune, some new guys, chill all night with them. I can do that. I can just sit there, make music and stuff like that. We just did that recently. Fahim came down. He just surprised us, and we met in my Bandra office. And Ahan was there, Aneet was there, and he made me hear his other songs and stuff like that. But it was it's so much fun. Because I just think making music, film, you still get to see something. Yeah. I think music is so amazing. You
don't need to see anything.
It's in the air and suddenly it just comes together and it's just, you can just feel it. And something you hear makes you feel something. It's just magical.
Rajasthan is history, culture, and much more. And I have been reporting on all things royal for more than 25 years.
The colors, the culture, and the complexities of the Northeast is different from the rest of the country. I have been bringing the Northeast closer to the capital for over 15 years.
Madhya Pradesh is the heart of India, and I have been capturing its every beat for over 10 years, covering the corridors of power. What is said, what is left unsaid, and what it actually means for you and me. I have it all covered.
Kashmir is often called paradise on earth, a region that has been in a state of flux. From conflict to India's crowning glory, I have been reporting and decoding Jammu and Kashmir for last 3 decades.
India's defense game is no longer evolving, it's transforming. The NDTV Defense Summit 2025 brings together the sharpest minds. One day, big conversations, bold ideas. The mission is clear. Stay ready. Stay ahead. Leading from the front, the Honorable Defense Minister, Rajnath Singh. The NDTV Defense Summit 2025. Warfare in the 21st century.
First, when Sayyara released and we as audience realized, oh my God, what is happening? When did you realize it? It's like, I didn't expect.
The ship is the Udaygiri, the ship on the right is the Himgiri, the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh is now commissioning these two ships. They are being commissioned together, which is a red letter day for the Indian Navy. It comes at a time when we are seeing a massive expansion of the Chinese Navy across the world, in fact, because they are deployed all over the world, but the number of ships that they are constructed is a record. We've never seen anything like that, which is why if you've got two warships being commissioned on the same day, and these aren't any ordinary warships, they are absolutely spectacular in their capabilities, then it is indeed very big for the Indian Navy. Remember, 7 warships of this class are being inducted into the Indian Navy. We've already had another one of this class already being inducted, already being commissioned, and now these two ships, Himgiri and Udaygiri, are in the process of being commissioned. Remember, it's only once that they are commissioned that they are called INS, or Indian Naval Ship. So I think the commissioning ceremony is has more or less been done. The Defence Minister Rajnath Singh should be speaking soon.
Very dynamic and well-performing Member of Parliament, Sri C.M. Ramesh, Vice Admiral Rajesh Pendharkar, Yafoshish in Sea, Eastern Naval Command, Admiral V.S. Shekhawat and Admiral Sunil Lamba, former Chiefs of the Naval Staff, Vice Admiral R. Swaminathan, Controller of Warship Production and Acquisition, Commodore P.R. Hari, retired CMD, Gordon Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited, Captain Jagmohan, retired CMD, Mazgaon Dock Shipbuilders Limited, Captain Vikas Sood, Commanding Officer Designate INS Udaygiri, Captain Robin Chakrabarti, Commanding Officer Designate INS Himgiri, डिफेंस मिनिस्ट्री और इंडियन नेवी के सारे ऑफिशियल्स, मीडिया के मित्रों, देवियों व सज्जनों, आज आईएनएस उदयगिरी और आईएनएस हिमगिरी की कमीशनिंग के इस हिस्टोरिक मोमेंट पर आप सबके बीच उपस्थित होना मुझे बेहद अच्छा लगा है। मैं राष्ट्र की तरफ से इंडियन नेवी के मेन एंड वीमेन के प्रति कृतज्ञता व्यक्त करता हूं, जो पूरे डेडिकेशन के साथ राष्ट्र की सेवा में लगे हुए हैं। मैं इंडियन नेवी के ऑफिसर्स तथा सोल्जर्स को, मजगांव डॉक शिप बिल्डर्स लिमिटेड को, गॉर्डन रीच शिप बिल्डर्स एवं इंजीनियर्स को और सभी देशवासियों को बहुत बहुत बधाई और हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं देता हूं। आईएनएस उदयगिरी और आईएनएस हिमगिरी की कमीशनिंग आत्मनिर्भर भारत के सपने की एक साकार होती तस्वीर है। साथ ही हमारे विजन और कमिटमेंट का भी मैं मानता हूं कि यह प्रमाण है। मैं इंडियन नेवी को इस अवसर पर और विशेष बधाई देता हूं। आईएनएस उदयगिरी और आईएनएस हिमगिरी के शामिल होने से हमारी नेवी की स्ट्रेंथ, उसकी रीच और उसकी रेजिलियंस में भारी बढ़ोतरी होगी, ऐसा मेरा विश्वास है। मैं पूरे विश्वास के साथ कह सकता हूं कि दोनों वारशिप्स राष्ट्र की सुरक्षा के क्षेत्र में एक मील का पत्थर साबित होंगी। साथियों, आज इस हिस्टोरिक मोमेंट पर मुझे फिर सिटी ऑफ डेस्टिनी विशाखापट्टनम आने का अवसर प्राप्त हुआ है। विशाखापट्टनम से मेरा हमेशा एक खास जुड़ाव रहा है। मेरा यहाँ कई बार आना हुआ है और हर बार लगता है यह सिर्फ एक शहर नहीं बल्कि एक इमोशन है। रेनबो की तरह इस शहर ने न जाने कितने इमोशंस को खुद के अंदर समेटा हुआ है। हमारी नेवी की स्ट्रेंथ हो, इंडस्ट्रियल डेवलपमेंट हो या कल्चरल आइडेंटिटी, विशाखापट्टनम की एक अलग ही वाइब्रेंसी है। देवियों और सज्जनों, अभी कुछ ही माह पहले योग दिवस के अवसर पर हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी का भी आगमन यहाँ हुआ था। अंतर्राष्ट्रीय योग दिवस के कार्यक्रम में उन्होंने एक नया रिकॉर्ड बनाने के लिए यदि किसी शहर को इस देश में चुनाया तो विशाखापट्टनम को ही उन्होंने चुना था। जब भी व्यक्ति जीवन में कोई बड़ा और नया करना चाहता है तो ऐसे ही स्ट्रेटेजिक और सांस्कृतिक रूप से मजबूत स्थानों का ही चुनाव करता है। उसी तरह आज हम यहाँ सैन्य क्षेत्र में भी एक नया रिकॉर्ड कायम कर रहे हैं। आज विशाखापट्टनम में आईएनएस उदयगिरी, आईएनएस हिमगिरी की जो यात्रा शुरू हो रही है वो भारत के गौरव की यात्रा है, कोई सामान्य यात्रा नहीं है। यह कमीशनिंग सबके लिए गौरव का विषय है। साथियों, यदि मैं आईएनएस उदयगिरी और आईएनएस हिमगिरी की बात करूं, तो इन वारशिप्स के नाम भी अपने आप में इंस्पिरेशन हैं। उदयगिरी जो सूर्योदय का प्रतीक है, हमें यह याद दिलाता है कि हर नई सुबह नई ऊर्जा, नई चुनौतियों और नए अवसर लेकर आती है। वहीं दूसरी तरफ हिमगिरी नाम, जो हिमालय की अडिग और अचल शक्ति का प्रतीक है, यह बताता है कि समुद्र की लहरों पर भी भारतीय नौसेना हिमालय की तरह ही अडिग है। देवियों व सज्जनों, जैसा कि आप सब जानते हैं कि जीआरएससी द्वारा निर्मित हिमगिरी और एमडीएल द्वारा निर्मित उदयगिरी, ये दोनों अत्याधुनिक वार्शिप्स हैं जिन्हें पूरी तरह भारत में ही निर्मित किया गया है। इन वारशिप्स के हथियार और सेंसर पैकेज इन्हें अजेय प्रहरी बनाते हैं। मुझे बताया गया है कि इन वारशिप्स में कई एडवांस कैपेबिलिटीज भी शामिल हैं। ये दोनों वारशिप लंबी दूरी तक मार करने वाली और सरफेस टू सरफेस एयर मिसाइल्स, सुपरसोनिक ब्रह्मोस मिसाइल, स्वदेशी रॉकेट लॉन्चर, कम्बैट मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम और फायर कंट्रोल सिस्टम जैसे अत्याधुनिक और बेहद जरूरी सिस्टम से पूरी तरह लैस हैं। मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि ये दोनों वारशिप्स समुद्र में चलने वाले बेहद जटिल और जोखिम भरे अभियानों में एक गेम चेंजर साबित होंगी ही। साथियों, ये वारशिप्स हमारी सुरक्षा व्यवस्था को तो मजबूत करेंगी ही, साथ ही हमें ह्यूमैनिटेरियन असिस्टेंस और डिजास्टर रिलीफ के मिशंस को भी स्वाभाविक रूप से ताकत देंगी। मैं समझता हूं कि इंडियन नेवी में इनकी कमीशनिंग हमारे नेबरहुड फर्स्ट और महासागर यानी म्यूचुअल एंड हॉलिस्टिक एडवांसमेंट फॉर सिक्योरिटी एंड ग्रोथ फॉर ऑल इन द रीजन की हमारी पॉलिसी को भी मजबूत करने वाला कदम भी है। साथियों, आज जब आईएनएस उदयगिरी और आईएनएस हिमगिरी हमारे बेड़े में शामिल हुए हैं, तो मुझे एक कथन याद आ रहा है कि ओल्ड वारशिप्स नेवर डाई, दे आर रिसरेक्टेड इन एनदर अवतार। आप में से कई लोगों को यह पता होगा कि 1974 और 1976 में हिमगिरी और आईएनएस उदयगिरी को हमारी नेवी में कमीशन किया गया था। आज जब हम मॉडर्न डे आईएनएस हिमगिरी और आईएनएस उदयगिरी की कमीशनिंग पर उपस्थित हैं, तो मैं ये कहना चाहूँगा यह सिर्फ भारतीय नौसेना की क्षमता में इजाफा नहीं है, बल्कि यह एक स्पष्ट संदेश भी है कि भारत अपनी समुद्री सीमाओं की सुरक्षा के लिए पूरी तरह से सक्षम है और किसी भी परिस्थिति में पूरी तरह से तुरंत प्रतिक्रिया देने के लिए भी तैयार है। साथियों, इन दोनों युद्धपोतों की कमीशनिंग से भारतीय नौसेना को ब्लू वाटर नेवी के रूप में और भी मजबूती मिली है और अब हम न केवल अपने कोस्टल एरियाज बल्कि इंडियन ओशन के दूर दराज के हिस्सों में भी, चाहे वह पायरेसी से मुकाबला हो, स्मगलिंग और इलीगल ट्रैफिकिंग के विरुद्ध कोई लड़ाई हो, समुद्री आतंकवाद पर अंकुश लगाना हो या फिर प्राकृतिक आपदा के बाद लोगों को राहत पहुंचानी हो, इन एडवांस स्टील्थ फीचर और मल्टी रोल कैपेबिलिटीज वाली हमारी यह वारशिप के साथ हर स्थिति में तेज और निर्णायक कार्रवाई ये कर सकेंगी। साथियों, भारत एक ऐसा राष्ट्र है जिसकी पहचान केवल जमीन से नहीं बल्कि समुद्र से भी जुड़ी है। हमारे पास 11,000 किलोमीटर से भी अधिक लंबी समुद्र तट है। 3 दिशाओं से समुद्र से हम घिरे हुए हैं। हमारा फ्यूचर, हमारी प्रॉस्पेरिटी, हमारी सिक्योरिटी, सारी चीज़ें हमारे समुद्र से बेहद गहराई से जुड़ी हुई हैं। इतिहास गवाह है कि प्राचीन काल से ही समुद्र ही हमारे लिए कनेक्टिविटी, ट्रेड और कल्चरल एक्सचेंज का एक सबसे बड़ा माध्यम रहा है। समुद्री जलमार्ग हमें दुनिया से जोड़ते रहे हैं और यही हमारी इकोनॉमिक प्रोग्रेस के सबसे बड़े फैक्टर्स में एक हैं। आज के दौर में इन समुद्री रास्तों को सिक्योर और स्टेबल रखने का दायित्व भारतीय नौसेना ने अपने कंधों पर उठा रखा है। हमारी नौसेना भारत की समुद्री शक्ति का सशक्त प्रतीक है। यह न केवल हमारे कोस्टल एरियाज की रक्षा करती है, बल्कि इस बात को भी इंश्योर करती है कि इंडियन ओशन रीजन में भी पीस और प्रॉस्पेरिटी बनी रहे। आप सब तो इस बात का फर्स्ट हैंड एक्सपीरियंस रखते ही हैं, जो लोग अधिकांश मौजूद हैं यहाँ पर, कि भारत वैसे भी इंडियन ओशन रीजन में फर्स्ट रेस्पॉन्डर के रूप में कार्य करता है। हमारे किसी भी पड़ोसी को जब भी कोई समस्या आती है, हम सबसे पहले वहाँ पहुँचते हैं। और आप सबने देखा होगा, अभी 2 महीने पहले की बात है, कोची से लगभग 140 नॉटिकल माइल दूर किसी शिप में डिस्ट्रेस की खबर मिली थी। इस खबर के बाद हमारी नेवी तुरंत हरकत में आई और 8 चाइनीज नेशनल्स सहित 18 लोगों को रेस्क्यू किया गया। यह एक फर्स्ट रेस्पॉन्डर के रूप में भारत की इम्पोर्टेंस को दर्शाता है। साथियों, आज ये दोनों वारशिप्स की कमीशनिंग के अवसर पर मैं एक और बात आप लोगों से साझा करना चाहूँगा। कुछ समय पहले हमने एक और कमीशनिंग देखी थी, INS तमाल की। वह एक मल्टी रोल स्टील्थ फ्रिगेट है जिसे रूस में बनाया गया और हाल ही में कुछ समय पहले उसे भारतीय नौसेना में शामिल किया गया। INS तमाल का इंडक्शन हमारे लिए गौरव का विषय है, लेकिन इससे भी बड़े गौरव का विषय यह है कि भारत के लिए फॉरेन मेड शिप का आखिरी ऑर्डर था। जब हम डिसाइड कर चुके हैं कि फ्यूचर में इंडियन नेवी के लिए कोई भी जहाज विदेश में नहीं बनेगा, हम अपने जहाज स्वयं ही भारत में बनाएंगे। देवियों और सज्जनों, यह आत्मनिर्भरता का हमारा पक्का संकल्प है। यह डिफेंस प्रोडक्शन में सेल्फ रिलायंस की ओर हमारा ये बहुत ही डिसाइसिव स्टेप है। INS उदयगिरी और INS हिमगिरी उसी संकल्प का प्रमाण है, मैं यह मानता हूं। आप सबको जानकर यह बेहद खुशी होगी कि इंडियन नेवी ने इन वारशिप्स की कमीशनिंग के साथ ही सेंचुरी पूरी कर ली है। देवियों और सज्जनों, उदयगिरी भारतीय नौसेना के वारशिप डिजाइन ब्यूरो द्वारा स्वदेशी रूप से डिजाइन किया गया यह 100वां 100th यह शिप है। साथ ही मुझे यह जानकर भी बड़ी खुशी हुई है कि इन वारशिप्स के निर्माण में 75% से भी अधिक कंपोनेंट के सोर्स इंडियन मैन्युफैक्चरर्स और हमारी MSMEs हैं, इसके बनाने वाले। साथियों, नेवी के वारशिप डिजाइन ब्यूरो को 100 शिप्स बनाने में लगभग 50 साल लगे, लेकिन मेरा मानना है कि आने वाले 25 सालों में यानी 2050 तक आपकी डबल सेंचुरी निश्चित रूप से पूरी हो जाएगी। और मैं नेवी को एक बात के लिए और बधाई देना चाहता हूं। आज आपने स्वदेशी F-35 वारशिप लॉन्च कर दिया है। दुनिया में एक देश के पास हवा में उड़ने वाला F-35 है। आपने समुद्र पर दौड़ने वाला F-35 बनाकर दिया है, वह भी मेड इन इंडिया है। आप सबको मेरी तरफ से बधाई। साथियों, मैं ये कहना चाहूंगा कि आज इन 2 वारशिप्स की एक साथ कमीशनिंग एक ट्रांसफॉर्मेटिव मूवमेंट का प्रतीक है और यह कमिटमेंट है, यह एक ट्रस्ट है। INS उदयगिरी और INS हिमगिरी उसी ट्रस्ट की ग्राउंड रियलिटी है। इन दोनों वारशिप्स एक सिंबल भी हैं। अब हम उन ऊंचाइयों को भी टच करेंगे जो हमने पहले कभी हासिल नहीं की थी। मुझे पूरा विश्वास है इंडियन नेवी और इंडियन डिफेंस इंडस्ट्री दोनों मिलकर इस हमारे सपने को, इस ड्रीम को पूरा करेंगे। साथियों, आज के जैसे अवसर सिर्फ हमारी ताकत का इवैल्यूएशन करने का अवसर नहीं होते हैं, बल्कि ये हमें सोचने का भी मौका देते हैं कि दुनिया कहाँ जा रही है, हम कहाँ तक पहुँचे हैं। और आज का यह कार्यक्रम हमें अवसर देता है कि हम अपने तैयारियों का आकलन करें और देखें कि बाकी दुनिया में भी क्या क्या डेवलपमेंट्स हो रहे हैं। ऐसे मौके हमें बार बार याद दिलाते हैं कि हमें सिर्फ बिल्कुल कॉम्प्लिसेंट यानी आत्ममुग्ध नहीं होना चाहिए, बल्कि खुद को लगातार अपडेट और अपग्रेड भी करते रहना चाहिए। आज के समय में यदि नेवी की भूमिका की बात की जाए तो यह और भी महत्वपूर्ण हो गई है। हम भारत को वेस्टर्न रीजन यानी पश्चिमी क्षेत्र की, यदि भारत के पश्चिमी क्षेत्र की यदि हम बात करें तो अरेबियन सी से लेकर मिडिल ईस्ट और ईस्टर्न अफ्रीका सी बोर्ड के क्षेत्र में हमें अलग अलग प्रकार की नेवल एक्टिविटीज़ देखने को मिलती है। यहाँ की जियो स्ट्रेटजिक सिचुएशन ऐसी है कि यह सीधा हमारे इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट को प्रभावित करने की भी क्षमता रखती है। हमारी एनर्जी रिक्वायरमेंट्स, ऑयल, नेचुरल गैस, ये सब बहुत हद तक इस क्षेत्र की सुरक्षा पर ही निर्भर करते हैं। इसलिए नेवी का रोल सिर्फ समुद्र में सुरक्षा संबंधी गश्त लगाने तक ही सीमित नहीं है, बल्कि हमारी नेशनल इकोनॉमिक सिक्योरिटी का एक बड़ा पिलर है। देवी और सज्जनों, और जब हम ईस्टर्न साइड की तरफ नजर डालते हैं तो वहाँ भी इसी तरह के सिक्योरिटी चैलेंजेज हम देखते हैं। इंडियन ओशन में जो पावर प्ले चल रहा है इस समय, इंडियन ओशन में जो पावर प्ले चल रहा है वो हमें बार बार अलर्ट करता है। यहाँ कई देशों के इंटरेस्ट टकराते हैं और इस वजह से हमें भी अपनी मैरीटाइम प्रिपेयर्डनेस को मजबूत बनाए रखने की ज़रूरत है। साथियों, मैं बार बार कहता हूँ कि हमारा उद्देश्य शक्ति प्रदर्शन नहीं है। भारत कभी भी एग्रेसिव एक्सपेंशनिज्म में विश्वास नहीं करता है।
Hello, Moto.
Moto G96 5G. All eyes on you.
If it matters to you, if it matters to you, if it matters to you, it matters to India, it matters to India, and it matters to me, and it matters to me.
India Matters with Shivaru, only on NDTV 24/7. NDTV 24/7 is India's #1 English news channel on YouTube. Credible, compelling, always ahead of the curve. Thank you for choosing NDTV 24/7 as your trusted source for news.
हेलो, बोलिए मैडम। डब्बा टेलिंग कब से चल रहा है पता है मैडम आपको? हम और आप तो जन्म भी नहीं हुआ था हमारा।
We investigated a shady advisory firm that has spent big bucks on advertising on the front pages of national dailies.
ये आपको बिल्कुल उसका ऐसे हल्का सा भी खौफ नहीं है।
मैडम एक बात, खौफ किस लिए रखना चाहिए तो बताओ, कौन सा गलत काम कर रहा हूँ मैं?
After our report, we also saw NSE came out with a cautionary circular to the investors. Market Regulator Securities and Exchange Board of India has also come out with a release talking about the actions that it has taken. Cyber complaint has also been filed against the entities involved in this entire Dabba trading scam.
Pulling us into this country.
They argue, I conclude. They deflect, I drill down. This isn't a free-for-all. It's a reckoning. No filler, no fog. Only the facts and where they lead. Every night at 9, the case closes because the buck stops here.
The markets move fast.
And so should your portfolio. Expert insights, real-time stock picks.
Do I buy Ola?
Should I
or
hold
CDSL for the long term?
Buy, sell or hold.
The answers you need, straight from the experts.
Callers from India and across the world. Connect live, ask, decide and invest wisely.
Your portfolio, your future. Ask Profit.
And you know, that's why it's being said that after Kahuna Pyare,
Yeah.
this is the film that has got two superstar debutants who are becoming superstars. But what was this faith that you had on these two that you know that shows on screen?
You know, you don't plan to make a blockbuster. You plan to make a good film. And that's what I think they never let me, you know, they didn't put that pressure on me to live up to. They never gave me a number that we have to hit or a so-called figure that I have to open to. There was, all these trappings were just not there, which normally producers do end up putting that pressure. You know, then you make wrong things. Then you add a song for a shadi song, add a Punjabi song. All these trappings were not there in this film. They were like, just go there and make your film. Do this script. We love this script and make it honestly. And I think the minute that happened, a filmmaker I could just spread my wings and just go out.
Hello and welcome. You're watching NDTV. I'm Gauri Dwivedi. Let's get you the big stories that we are tracking this Tuesday afternoon. First up, 4 die in Jammu Kashmir's flash floods. Cloudburst triggered the massive flash floods in Doda region of Jammu Kashmir. Weather Department has warned of more such cloudbursts, even as Jammu Kashmir Chief Minister has held an emergency meeting. Indian Navy inducts 2 warships, 2 stealth ships welcomed by the Indian Navy. Udaygiri and Himgiri inducted into the Indian Navy. Yet another horror comes to light, this time from Hyderabad, where husband murders wife in forest and sets her body on fire. Police says this is a case of premeditated murder that's come to light from Hyderabad. Massive row erupts over the Tirumala temple land swap issue. YSRCP slams the controversial TDD land deal and calls it dubious land allotment deal. TDP hits back, accuses the YSR Congress of spreading lies. Days after DK Shivkumar recited the RSS anthem on the floor of Karnataka Assembly. He apologizes, says intention not to praise RSS. BJP accuses Congress of intolerance, says the Deputy Chief Minister was forced to apologize. Purification temple at the revered Guruvayur temple in Kerala. Outrage after influencer filmed reels and entered the sacred pond inside the temple. Congress versus Congress in the Dharamsthala Rao in Karnataka, where Minister Jarkiholi demands NIA probe, even as Karnataka Home Minister had dismissed the need for a probe by NIA. Let's get you updates with regard to the big story that we're tracking right now. A cloudburst in Jammu Kashmir's Doda district has triggered floods in the region. Continuous heavy rainfall across the entire district has triggered massive landslides, leading to the closure of several link roads as well as stretches of the national highway. Almost all the rivers and streams are now flowing above or close to the danger mark, submerging a large number of low-lying areas and roads in the Doda district. Authorities have issued advisories asking people to stay away from water bodies and landslide-prone areas. Chief Minister Omar Abdullah has said the situation in several parts of the Jammu province is very serious and says that he will be taking the next available flight from Srinagar to Jammu to personally monitor the situation, which remains tense. Let's quickly now play out this soundbite of Harvinder Singh in terms of the heavy rainfall that are lashing that entire region.
3 दिन से लगातार बारिश जारी है और बीती रात काफ़ी ज़्यादा बारिश हुई है स्पेशली हमारे जो चिनाब रिवर की सदर्न इलाके हैं जिसमें आपकी सब डिवीजन गंदोह ठाठरी और भद्रवा आती है इसके अलावा क्लाउड बर्स्ट की 2 जगह से रिपोर्ट आई है, एक चारवा से और एक आपका मरमत से। इसके अलावा जो आपका NH है वो भी एक क्लाउड बर्स्ट में वॉश हुआ है 244 में, उसमें भी हमारी टीम लगी उसको रिस्टोर करने में। तो जानी नुकसान हमें अभी तक 3 रिपोर्ट हुआ है, 15 रेजिडेंशियल हाउसेज को डैमेजेस पहुंची हैं और इसके अलावा काउशेड्स डैमेज हुए हैं, पब्लिक इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डैमेज हुआ है। एक हमारा हेल्थ सेंटर है केंचा, वो एक गवर्नमेंट की बिल्डिंग नहीं थी, प्राइवेट बिल्डिंग थी, वो डैमेज हुई है।
All right, Gurpreet now joins us live for more on this. Gurpreet, the situation remains very tense as massive flooding in that area due to the cloudburst has raised serious questions in terms of how the situation is unfolding. Walk us through the details and updates that you have.
Well, yes, of course, we have seen the top official. They had already briefed the local administration to take a lot of precaution. This cloudburst, what we have learned from the local authority, 4 people have already lost their life, and this cloudburst had been triggered because of heavy rain for the last 3 days. It has been reported heavy rain in that area, and multiple landslide had been happened on Jammu to Kashmir road and specifically on the national highway that had already been blocked because of these landslide which has been happened there, and some patches of road had already been washed away. We have seen the authority, they are trying to restore the traffic because this is one of the most important challenge before the authority. So we have to wait and watch, because if we can talk about the weather department, they have been given advisory time and again so that more precaution should be taken. But in this cloudburst incident, what we have learned, around 15 houses had already been damaged. Now what is the more loss, that is still they are going to calculate, but as of now they are focusing on the primary services so that this traffic should be restored, and the people, they should be sent to some relief or a relief camp so that the life losses should be curbed at this point of time. That is the main concentration of the administration at this point of time. Back to studio.
Gurpreet, stay with us. I want to quickly now tell our viewers that the visuals that they are seeing right now on their screens are those of the relief rescue operations that are currently underway by SDRF, the disaster relief operations that are currently underway. Remember, this comes after the cloudburst in that area. There's been flash floods in Jammu, particularly in Doda, even as alert has now come in for Akhnur and several other parts as well. Chief Minister Omar Abdullah is on his way from Srinagar to Jammu to monitor the situation. Those are live visuals coming in. Gurpreet, let me come back to you. The rescue operations that we are showing our viewers right now, those visuals that are coming indicate the situation and how dire the situation right now is on ground, even as the Met Department says that there's not going to be any relief anytime soon.
Well, Met Department has already given a very serious alert to the authorities that for 2-3 days there is a heavy rainfall which has been reported in the various locations. And what we have learned from the authorities also, because of this heavy rainfall, we have seen these cloud bursts had been triggered, landslide had been triggered because of this heavy rainfall. And what we have seen, the rescue operation, all the authorities, they have already roped in this rescue operation. And in the initial information, what we have learned from the authorities, around 15 residential complex had come under these landslides, and multiple landslides had been reported on the national highway. So they are trying to restore the traffic also. They are conducting that rescue operation so that more lives should be saved. 4 people have already lost their life in this cloudburst which has been taken place in Doda. So now they are trying to go for this rescue operation. So let's wait for the rescue operation, how this rescue operation will be unfolded, because all the authority, SDRF as well as other authority, local authority, they are already roped into this rescue operation so that more lives should be saved and the people should be sent to some relief camp. Back to studio.
Okay, those visuals essentially tell the story and also tell viewers how grave the situation right now in the entire region, that you can see cars being submerged under heavy rains that are lashing that entire area. Massive cloudburst in Jammu Kashmir's Doda region, flash floods, landslides, all telling that the situation remains extremely dire. The Jammu-Srinagar highway has also been closed. Now, Gurpreet, we've been talking about how the Met Department is indicating in terms of the next 24 to 48 hours, there's a very grim weather outlook as well. Tell us in terms of the relief and rescue operations, where things stand right now. Gurpreet, where are the relief and rescue operations now? Any update you can share with us?
Well, what we have learned from the local authorities, they have already started conducting this rescue operation because they just want to know from the local resident that how many people have been trapped because of this massive landslide which has been taken place in Doda area. And specifically on this national highway, we have seen multiple landslide had been taken place. So multiple rescue operations are already underway. They are trying to find out how many people have been trapped. In the initial information, they have just learned 15 housing complex had come under landslide and 4 people have already lost their life, and now they are trying to get information from the local villager in which building the people were staying. So let's wait for the rescue operation, how this rescue operation will be continuing, and once they are going to get official information that how many people have been trapped, after that we will be having more clarity on this rescue operation which is already underway in Doda after this massive landslide which has been taken place there. Back to studio.
All right, we leave it there. Gurpreet, we're going to keep coming back to you as and when there are updates coming in after heavy rains have lashed the entire Jammu region for 3 consecutive days, inundating low-lying areas. In addition, the cloudburst that has taken, you can see those visuals that tell you how dire the situation right now is on ground, with rivers breaching the danger levels in that entire region. In fact, now moving on to Himachal Pradesh, where Beas River is in spate. The Chandigarh-Manali highway has now caved in. Hotels and restaurants, several of them have been damaged in the flood fury that's underway in Himachal Pradesh. Heavy rains disrupted normal life in the region, prompting closure of several schools and colleges in 5 out of 12 districts, even as 484 roads, including 2 national highways, remained closed for vehicular traffic. The local Met Office has issued a yellow warning for heavy rains in the state till the 30th of August. That, viewers, are images that are coming from the Manali National Highway that tells you that the flood fury in Himachal Pradesh. For you viewers, if you're tuning in right now, you can see Byas River, spate and telling nature at its most aggressive form there, with road caving in several parts in Manali, and even as the river has swallowed that pickup truck, that tells you that how situation remains grave there. These are other such visuals that we are getting for you to tell you how dire the situation also looks in Himachal Pradesh, where it has heavy rains have lashed the entire area, even as hotels and restaurants have been damaged. In several key districts, schools and colleges have been shut, and even the Manali-Leh highway, the main highway, has also been blocked. Turning attention now from Himachal Pradesh to Rajasthan, where a school lecturer set herself on fire along with her 3-year-old daughter in Rajasthan's Jodhpur district on Friday. While the daughter Yashasvi died on the spot, her mother Sanju Bishnoi died during treatment on Saturday. Police have recovered an alleged suicide note that claims she was being harassed by her husband and in-laws. An FIR has been filed against the husband and the in-laws. And there are, let's get you some important reactions that are coming in on this story.
बच्ची को मानसिक रूप से इतना प्रताड़ित किया उनके सास ससुर और पति ने, तो उसने मजबूरी में ये कदम उठाया। हमको थोड़ा बहुत बताती थी, ज़्यादा डिटेल में बताती नहीं, और जब हम पूछते तो बोला ठीक है चल रहा है, परंतु इतना प्रताड़ित मजबूरी में उसको ये कदम उठाना पड़ा।
ये कोई लेटर मिलने की बात है, सुसाइड लेटर लिखा था, घर में भी था वहाँ।
वो सुसाइड लेटर पुलिस ने जब्त किया है, उसके जो ज्योग्राफी का जो लैब है स्कूल के अंदर, वहाँ से डिप्टी साहब ने बरामद किया है। अब उसमें क्या लिखा हुआ हमको मालूम नहीं, बरामद किया है हमारे सामने और सील बंद लिफाफे में पैक किया है, और हमको भरोसा है पुलिस फेयर कार्रवाई करेगी।
बच्ची बहुत समझदार थी और वेल एजुकेटेड थी, नेट पास थी, और मैं जोधपुर से आया, मेरे पास मेरे भतीज सुनील का फ़ोन आया, ऐसा हो गया। मैं यहाँ से गाड़ी लेके रवाना हुआ, वहाँ पहुँचा तो सारे लोग खड़े थे, डांगी आवाज़ पुलिस, और मैं साथ में घुसी। बच्ची चिल्ला रही थी और कोई कपड़ा उसके ऊपर नहीं डाला हुआ था। हमने कपड़ा डाला और लपेट कर मेरी गाड़ी में हॉस्पिटल लेके आए। हॉस्पिटल में ASI साहब ने जो वीडियो बनाया उसका छोटा सा, उसमें उसने 3 नाम बताए, फिर उसका गला रुध गया कि मेरी पति दिलीप, मेरी सास और नड़न ने मेरे को इतना टॉर्चर किया, ऐसा शब्द बोली वो, और फिर गला बंद हो गया उसका। और 1-2 नाम और भी बताती, लेकिन वो बोल नहीं सकी।
थाना डांगियावास के क्षेत्र में एक संजू नाम की जो लड़की है, जो कि एक फर्स्ट ग्रेड टीचर थी, उसने अपनी बच्ची के साथ सुसाइड कर लिया था। वो सुसाइड करने के पश्चात हमें पुलिस को सूचना मिली। सूचना मिलने के बाद पुलिस पहुंचती है, हॉस्पिटल में उनको भर्ती कराया जाता है। हॉस्पिटल में इलाज के दौरान उस जो बच्ची है उसकी डेथ हो जाती है। परिवारजन की तरफ से एक FIR दर्ज कराई गई, जिसमें उन्होंने अपने जो बच्ची है उसके ससुराल पक्ष पे दहेज की मांग को लेकर प्रताड़ित करने का आरोप लगाए गए हैं। इसमें प्रकरण पुलिस की तरफ से दर्ज कर लिया गया है। प्रकरण के पश्चात बच्ची के जो शव का पोस्टमार्टम करा के जो डेड बॉडी परिजनों को सुपुर्द कर दी, उसका दाह संस्कार हो चुका है। इस मुकदमे में पुलिस ने जाँच स्टार्ट कर दी है। जो भी तथ्य सामने आएंगे कि जिन मुलजिमों का जिन तथ्य जो जिस तरफ जांच बढ़ती है, उसका पुलिस की तरफ से विस्तृत जांच करके जो भी फैसला होगा उसके लास्ट जो इन्वेस्टिगेशन रिजल्ट्स होगा उस पर पहुंचा जाएगा।
Well, yes, you know, that suicide note probably holds the key to this entire case. The police recovered that suicide note because she had written it and left it in the geography classroom in the school in which she used to teach. So her parents have told us that even they don't have access to that suicide note, and the police, in fact, are not giving away too many details of that. She probably has detailed the kind of mental harassment that she was going through. In the FIR, the family has definitely written that, you know, she was being harassed, she was being mentally tortured. They've also mentioned dowry, and they have also written that her husband and another person called Gopal were exploiting her in some way, or they were harassing her in some way. So exactly what is the connection between these people? And they've also, of course, mentioned her sister-in-law very much, and the mother-in-law for harassment. So exactly, how they harassed her, what was the issue, is something that we are waiting for the police to actually give more details on this case, and they're also going to look at her phone, which they believe is crucial evidence.
Viewers, this is NDTV's campaign where we want to ensure that dowry, the prevalence of dowry as a practice comes to an end, as lives are lost because of this. But now let's talk about the Noida dowry case, where there's been a fresh twist, where Nikki's in-laws, Nikki was the victim of the dowry case. Her in-laws took part in the last rites. So those are visuals that we are putting out right now for you, where both families were at Nikki's last rites. They took place at her in-laws' place, and the FIR complaint after Nikki's last rites was filed that tells you that the police are now probing this angle as well. So that why is it that both the families were together at the last rites of Nikki? Let's in fact try and understand this in greater detail with my colleague's interaction with Nikki's father on why is it that he attended the funeral, the last rites of Nikki at her in-laws' place. Anushka in conversation with Nikki's father.
जब ये पूरी घटना हुई, 21 अगस्त की ये घटना बताई जा रही है, उसके बाद अंतिम संस्कार आपने कब किया था अपनी बेटी का?
22 तारीख में।
कौन कौन शामिल थे उसमें?
सारा परिवार मेरे साथ था शामिल। अंतिम संस्कार किया।
निक्की के ससुराल वाले भी शामिल थे?
ससुर पहुंचा हुआ और कोई नहीं पहुंचा।
सिर्फ ससुर पहुंचे थे वहाँ पे? उसके अलावा कोई और नहीं? निक्की के जो ब्रदर इन लॉ वगैरह है वो सब नहीं थे वहाँ पे?
नहीं, ना सास, ना घर वाला, ना जेठ, कोई नहीं था।
तो अंतिम संस्कार किसने किया फिर?
बच्चे ने दाग लगाया, निक्की के बच्चे ने, लड़के ने।
आप क्या कहेंगे कि ये जो पूरा घटना हुआ जिस दिन निक्की को जलाया गया, उसके बाद वो जो घर वाले थे वो कहाँ गए?
मुझे क्या पता वो कहाँ भग गए आँच लगा के। कोई ऐसा भगता नहीं है, माँ बाप भी नहीं भगता, उसका पति भी नहीं भगता, कोई ऐसा आज तक मैंने अब तक सुना नहीं है कि अपनी घरवाली को जलती हुई को छोड़ गई, सास छोड़ गई हो या दामाद छोड़ गया हो। ऐसा आज तक मैंने कहीं सुना ही नहीं है। सिर भी फूट जाता, चोट भी हो जाती है, बुखार हो जाता, उसको भी गाड़ी में डाल के ले जाता डॉक्टर के आदमी। ये तो एक जन्ना है।
यानी कि आपका कहना है कि इस घटना को अंजाम देने के बाद ही उसके ससुराल पक्ष के जितने लोग हैं वहाँ से फरार हो गए थे, सिर्फ उनके ससुर वहाँ पर मौजूद थे?
यस, ससुर दाग लगाने थे, नहीं सब फरार थे।
इसके अलावा कुछ तस्वीरें सामने आई हैं, कुछ विजुअल्स आए हैं जिसमें साफ तौर पर देखा जा रहा है कि निक्की के जो हस्बैंड थे उनका कहीं और अफेयर चल रहा था, ऐसा भी कुछ है क्या?
देखो ये सब मीडिया देख रहा, मुझ पे क्यों कहला रहे? सारा सिस्टम दिख रहा मीडिया पे, मुझ पे क्यों करवा रहे? जिसकी बेटी चली गई हो उसके जी से पूछो उसमें क्या बीत रही है। मेरी बेटी थी।
कभी निक्की ने इन सब चीज़ों का जिक्र किया था आपसे?
अब तो सारा सिस्टम खुल रहा है, अब तो जिक्र करने की ज़रूरत नहीं। अब तो दूर दूर तक मोदी योगी सब देख रहे हैं, महिला आयोग भी देख रहा, सब देख रहा है।
इनके खिलाफ कुछ FIR भी दर्ज था इस मामले को लेकर के। जारशाह करके जो पुलिस स्टेशन है वहाँ पर इसके बारे में पुलिस से कंप्लेन भी की गई थी।
सर सामने आ रहा सारा, अब तो सारा सिस्टम खुल के आ गया।
आपको पता था इस बारे में?
ये कुछ ही कहते रहे।
आपको पता था इस बारे में?
नहीं, ये तो अब बचाव के लिए कुछ भी कहते रहे, पड़ोसी कुछ कहते रहे, उनसे थोड़ी है मुझे कुछ। मेरी बेटी को जलाया गया, उसके बेटे ने खुद ने देखा, जो बेटा उसका था निक्की का, उसने खुद ने सारा सिस्टम देखा। हम तो अपने घर पे थे, हमें क्या पता था? ये जला क्यों रहे? कोई दिक्कत ही तो बेटी को घर छोड़ जाते।
आपको इस बारे में निक्की ने कभी बताया था कि उनके हस्बैंड का कहीं और अफेयर भी चल रहा है? क्योंकि कुछ तस्वीरें सामने आई हैं और उस लड़की ने विपिन के ऊपर FIR भी दर्ज किया है।
सारे उनको पता है, सारे घर के उनको पता, अब सारे भारत को पता लग गया कि ये कैसा था, क्या कर रहा था, क्या ना कर रहा था। वो 1.5 लाख पार्लर के लिए मैंने दिया था कि बेटा बेटी को पढ़ा लो, तुम समझदार पढ़ी लिखी हो, बढ़िया शिक्षित हो। बच्ची मेरी समझदार थी, तभी वो कोई बात हमको बताती नहीं थी।
We are slipping into a very short break. We come back on the other side with more stories. Stay with us.
Hello, Moto.
Moto G96 5G. All eyes on you.
Fourth eye in Jammu Kashmir, flash floods. Cloudburst triggers flash floods in Doda. Weather department warns of more cloudbursts as Jammu Kashmir Chief Minister holds emergency meeting. Two warship inducted to Indian Navy. Indian Navy welcomes two stealth ships, Udaygiri and Himgiri, inducted to Indian Navy. Purification ritual at Guruvayur temple. Outrage after influencer filmed reels at the revered temple. Influencer entered the sacred pond without any permission inside the temple. Congress versus Congress in Karnataka regarding the Dharamsthala row. Minister Jarkiholi demands NIA probe. Karnataka Home Minister had dismissed any need for an NIA probe into the controversy.
Vanakkam Tamil Nadu.
Well, the battle for Tamil Nadu 2026 is open now.
After Chief Minister Stalin rolls up his sleeves.
And Vijay steps in as a star challenger.
This is a mass gathering, not for cash. Meanwhile, a former Chief Minister, Edapadi Palanisamy, begins his fight back.
The big comeback campaign by EPS has well and truly begun.
These are all the ultimate players, and this is going to be the ultimate test. Mohit, you are known for your music. All your films, musics stay with us till today. I'm a millennial, and those music are kind of music. So whenever we say Mohit Suri film aa raha hai, we know the music will be good, right? It's a given. So you really work hard. But is this always like how you create your music? You need everything in place, the mood, the lighting, even when the person is in the studio and just singing. And also, how did you select your musicians that this person's voice is perfect for this song?
That's what I think, the amount you give to a song, that's how long it will last, I think. Everyone does the programming, everyone writes the words, everyone makes the thing. But the thing is how much you give, how much of heart you give to the lyrics or to the music or to the melody or to the singing. That's how long the song will last, is what I genuinely feel. If you don't give that love, you're not going to get it back. It's just a simple debit and credit procedure, I think, with the audience. I genuinely feel I don't have any special skill. I don't know any scale or anything else. It's just that I enjoy that process a lot. Give me an evening to just go for a film party or something, I'll skip it. But you give me like a struggling musician to go who has a great tune, some new guys, chill all night with them. I can do that. I can just sit there, make music and stuff like that. We just did that recently. Fahim came down. He just surprised us, and we met in my Bandra office, and Ahan was there, Aneet was there, and he made me hear his other songs and stuff like that. But it was it's so much fun, because I just think making music, film you still get to see something. Yeah. I think music is so amazing. You
don't need to see anything.
It's in the air, and suddenly it just comes together, and it's just, you can just feel it. And something you hear makes you feel something. It's just magical.
Rajasthan is history, culture, and much more. And I have been reporting on all things royal for more than 25 years.
The colors, the culture, and the complexities of the Northeast is different from the rest of the country. I have been bringing the Northeast closer to the capital for over 15 years.
Madhya Pradesh is the heart of India, and I have been capturing its every beat for over 10 years.
Covering the corridors of power, what is said, what is left unsaid, and what it actually means for you and me. I have it all covered.
Kashmir is often called paradise on earth, a region that has been in a state of flux from conflict to India's crowning glory. I have been reporting and decoding Jammu and Kashmir for last 3 decades.
India's defence game is no longer evolving, it's transforming. The NDTV Defence Summit 2025 brings together the sharpest minds. One day, big conversations, bold ideas. The mission is clear. Stay ready. Stay ahead. Leading from the front, the Honourable Defence Minister, Rajnath Singh. The NDTV Defence Summit 2025. Warfare in the 21st century.
You know, first, when Sayyara released and we as audience realized, oh my God, what is happening? You know, when did you realize it? Like, it's like, whoa, I didn't expect this, what is happening? Like that wave that hits you.
You know, the first thing that really hit me, I'm telling you, was a month back actually, to be honest, is when Adi sir saw the film. And he saw a very loose cut and he decided the release date. But he was always, like me and Akshay were so into making the film, I think, along with Sumanna and all. Sometimes when you're so into it and you know, you don't realize, you don't see it from, and then he saw it from a third person perspective. I mean, he was always super confident about the film. And he had actually had this talk with me about how I've done. And yeah, we all grew up. I was in the 8th grade when I saw Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge and said I want to make a love story like this. For a person like him to say that, you know, you've made a great film. All he had asked for me was to make your best film for me. And I did, and I'm just glad that, so that was the first thing, you know, and that validation was great. I wasn't shouting over the roof for it. It gives you a lot of confidence at that moment, you know, for the person who's actually put his money where it is, and he wasn't talking about anything else but on a very unassembled film at that time. Could feel the emotion and be listening. But it was the first time we felt that we made something special. But yes, once the numbers came in, I think then it was Akshay.
The advance.
Yeah, and the advances came in, and then people were sending me messages, and all they said, no, don't listen to anyone. So I at one point just put my phone off and said, you know, this is getting too out of hand. And then in the night we got the number.
If it matters to you, if it matters to you, if it matters to you, it matters to India. It matters to India. And it matters to me. And it matters to me.
India Matters with Shivaru. Only on NDTV 24/7. NDTV 24/7 is India's #1 English news channel on YouTube. Credible, compelling, always ahead of the curve. Thank you for choosing NDTV 24/7 as your trusted source for news.
They argue, I conclude. They deflect, I drill down. This isn't a free-for-all. It's a reckoning. No filler, no fog. Only the facts and where they lead. Every night at 9, the case closes because the buck stops here.
हेलो
हेलो
बोलिए मैडम, रबर ट्रेडिंग कब से चल रहा है पता है मैडम आपको? हम और आप तो जन्म भी नहीं हुआ था हमारा।
We investigated a shady advisory firm that has spent big bucks on advertising on the front pages of national dailies.
ये आपको बिल्कुल उसका ऐसा हल्का सा भी खौफ नहीं है?
मैडम एक बात को खौफ किस लिए रखना चाहिए तो बताओ, कौन सा गलत काम कर रहा हूँ मैं?
After our report, we also saw NSE came out with a cautionary circular to the investors, market regulator, securities and exchange.
Breaking news coming in as we speak. A 4-year-old child has been seriously injured in yet another stray dog attack that has come to light, and this child is now undergoing treatment in Nagpur. It seems that there were 20 to 25 dogs that attacked this 4-year-old who's now battling for his life. This is Sharvil Lohara, and this has happened in Bhandara district of Maharashtra. Let's get in Anuj, my colleague, to fill us in with details as far as this case is concerned. Anuj, what really happened here? 25 stray dogs attacking a 4-year-old?
Well, yes, it was a group of children who were, going about their daily business, just playing in one part of the street when, a group of dogs kind of mauled that entire small group of children, many of whom were very young. And one of them, the 4-year-old that you mentioned earlier, was severely injured. Of course, there were other people as well who got injured, but this particular child, the 4-year-old child, got severely injured. After that, he was quickly taken to the close-by village hospital by the people who were there close by. But then, after they got to know that the injuries and the scare might be a little more serious, considering that there were multiple dogs attacking the kid, that is when he was moved to a multi-speciality hospital in Bhandara. And as we are speaking, he is undergoing treatment. But as I said earlier, this is not the first time that this kind of incident has unfolded in Nagpur alone. Of course, we're talking about Nagpur rural at the moment, but from August 10th till today, it's been not more than 20 days. But in these 20 days, we've recorded that there have been close to 5 to 6 instances of dogs attacking people, especially children, when they've been, when they're out in grounds playing or just going about their daily business. And in most of these occasions, these are dogs which come in a group. While there has been no loss of life, fortunately, as of yet, but a lot of these injuries that have been inflicted upon these children in such cases are very serious.
All right, we leave it there, Rajnath. Every time there is a dog lover who defends the Supreme Court verdict, don't forget there are such cases that also come to light, telling you why there is a need for a holistic policy to tackle stray dogs. Well, viewers, on that note, a quick break. We return with more news and that big interview that's flashing at the bottom of your screens.
The markets move fast.
And so should your portfolio. Expert insights, real-time stock picks.
Do I buy Ola?
Should I
or
hold
buy
CDSL for the long term? Buy, sell or hold.
The answers you need, straight from the experts.
Callers from India and across the world. Connect live, ask, decide and invest wisely.
Your portfolio, your future. Ask Profit.
Vanakkam Tamil Nadu.
Well, the battle for Tamil Nadu 2026 is open now.
After Chief Minister Stalin rolls up his sleeves.
And Vijay steps in as a star challenger.
This is a mass gathering, not for cash.
Meanwhile, a former Chief Minister, Edapadi Palanisamy, begins his fight back.
The big comeback campaign by EPS has well and truly begun.
These are all the ultimate players, and this is going to be the ultimate test.
India's defence game is no longer evolving, it's transforming. The NDTV Defence Summit 2025 brings together the sharpest minds. One day, big conversations, bold ideas. The mission is clear. Stay ready. Stay ahead. Leading from the front, the Honourable Defence Minister, Rajnath Singh. The NDTV Defence Summit 2025. Warfare in the 20.
He has been called Chetesh Warrior by Amul. It's a tribute after he retired from all formats of cricket. With over 7,000 runs in 103 tests, Cheteshwar Pujara ranks 8th in the list of top run scorers in the format for India. But his real value has been the hours he has stood in the crease in the middle and consumed the balls. Well, he is said to be considered to be the last of his breed. We put him in the same category, perhaps as the great wall of cricket, Rahul Dravid. Thank you very much, Cheteshwar, for joining us at this hour and talking to us about the time that you spent in the middle and also maybe a little bit about your second innings. But before we delve into your second innings, I have to ask you about the numerous tributes that you've been getting over the last 48 hours. Tell us which one has stood out for you.
Thank you, Rika. I think it has been very overwhelming because last 48 hours, all the teammates, the people I've worked with, the coaches, the family members, my friends, a lot of acquaintances has reached out. And so it's an honor because when you have represented the country for such a long time, you hear from people